Hey everyone, it's UpNorth Collectors here. We're opening up some more 2024 Heritage High Number Baseball. We have 4 blasters this time. I was able to find a couple of these at a Walmart, and then I bought some at Target. So let's see if we can pull anything out of these blasters. So they've been pretty good so far. You get 72 cards in each. You get 3 green parallels. You get a chance at autographs, relics, variations, chromes, all this stuff, superfractors, everything under the kitchen sink, as the old saying goes, I guess. So here's a look at some of the details. Let's see if we can get anything cool so out of here. So this has been a very sought after set, very, very hard to find set. Anywhere you go, it will be gone in a second if you find it at a retail store. It seems like they just did not make much of this, it appears. Yeah, so the checklist is good. The demand is high. Is it crazy, like amazing? No, but is it good? Yes. All right, so let's see what we get out of here. Baseball season is up and going. And we have a Blue Jays Cam Eden white border. So that's decent if we get a rookie. Then we have our green, our first green there. And then more base cards. So yeah, baseball season is up and running and lots of fun in watching the teams play. I have only seen really a big chunk of one game so far, but hopefully be watching a lot more in the near future. But it's always fun to watch. Been watching some of the highlights and some of the stats and all that kind of stuff. All right, let's see what we have in this one. I don't think there's anything there. Let's see. That one was an insert, so the call-ups, but nothing there. So one thing I did read, somebody post that if you do have a team name variation, or swap, I should say, so the team name will be swapped out with the city name on top of the cards. Instead of it saying Yankees or Padres, it's going to say San Diego or New York. Those do not have the code on the back, so you have to be careful for those. It's all kind of good names, but yeah, you definitely want to pay attention to that. What do we have here, a gold? No, just a regular chrome. All right, let's see who this is. Royals, oh, not Bobby Witt, MJ Melendez, chrome. And then a Nick Gordon, so that's numbered to 699. And then Nick Gordon, green. And more base cards here. I'll check the back, so make sure there's nothing else. Oops, that's our insert. Got that in the wrong pile. Always checking the backs on these. Try not to make the video too long, but at the same time, I don't want to miss anything. These videos do take a little bit longer because it takes 5 hours to open up a pack. The way they sealed these packs, Topps did, is crazy. I will try not to cut myself with the utility knife. That would be something nobody wants to see, including myself. That's odd. Is this the base pack? Usually right about here is where we get our fun stuff. Let's see. Is there something that I did not notice? Nope, high number right there. All right, high number. And that is going to be number 705. All right, high number. Yeah, it's almost always going to the knife. I opened up some of these the other night. I was sitting on my couch, and I'm trying to open up the packs. I literally could not open them as hard as I try. And, okay, no, I'm definitely not as strong as I once was, but I'm not a complete weakling. I'm like, what did they do to these things? Some are easier to open than others, but it's just a mystery as to how they sealed these packs so differently than any other Topps packs I've ever opened up. All right, I got to make a set of this stuff because I got a bunch of it base. I got to see how much I have to, or I mean, how many sets I could possibly make, if any. I don't even know yet. I'm hoping to get a hobby box in this week. I think I'll be able to get one of those, and if I do, I'll definitely show that on the channel. All right, let's see, anything else in here? Nothing. A Yamamoto rookie. But, yeah, nothing there. So, yeah, check those top of your cards. Make sure that, and there's a checklist. Top says a checklist of the team name swap. So check that out and make sure you don't have any of those players. And if you see one here, a team name swap, let me know, obviously, in the comments below. High number right here. And that was it there. So we have the couple high numbers, a chrome, and nothing really else so far. So this one, oh no, we had the white border. We had the white border, so we did get the white. But let's see if there's anything in here. Here's our aqua. Get one of those per. Cody Bellinger. All right, not bad. And this guy. So this first box was not that impressive, to be quite honest with you. This was below average for these blasters. Let's get into box number 2. Hopefully box number 2 is better. The way these things are packaged is funny too, because I'll show you this next box here. Look at how weird the cellophane is on it. It looks like somebody resealed these things. They didn't. Somebody else commented on the channel that theirs looked the same and they looked a little suspicious. I'll just say that. I bought some from a retail store before where they were resealed and they looked exactly like that, and there was nothing in there but a bunch of garbage cards. Thankfully the store gave me my money back, but it does happen, so you got to watch it. But it's weird that they look like that. This doesn't look like your normal packaging. All right, let's see. Perez in the white. All right, and we have a green David Fry, Trevor Rogers, and those guys. So nothing there. I'm not even going to check the backs, because usually when you get those two, there's not a third card in there. All right, definitely hit that like button, guys. Thanks so much for watching the channel. I greatly appreciate all of you who have been watching it lately. A Colt Keith, rookie performers. Yeah, so, yeah, thanks so much, guys. We appreciate all the views and all the likes. The likes definitely help out the video, so anytime you can just take a second and hit the like, that's always good. It does help get out the videos to other people and just helps us produce more content. Here we have a Chrome Cubs Rucker. Rucker, all right, to $6.99, and a Marcus Stroman in the green. All right, let's hope this blaster has something more in it than the first one did. All right, next pack. Once again, I'm just going to cut the pack on the top, and that didn't really work. Wait, there's a little crease here. Let's see if I can do it. No, impossible. The impossible packs, and then try not to slice your cards, so you got to be very careful. And kids, don't use a utility knife, please. Let's see what else we have here. In this one, probably a high number. We have a Jackson Merrill there. 703 is our high number. All right. So I'll show you that card in a minute. Oh, as I got stinking sleeves all over the place. All right. I got a mess on my card table here. I would definitely not want to show it to you. It's embarrassing. All right, let's see. We have a green, it looks like here. Chris Sale. Green, Tyler O'Neill. Tyler O'Neill smashing the record of home runs on the first day, on opening day. He had another one this year. Now he plays for the Orioles, I believe. Yeah, so pretty crazy. What is it, six years that he's hit? 5 or 6 years that he's hit a home run on opening day. Like, that record is gonna, seems to be, that's gonna be a very hard one to beat. All right. We have one of these, perfectly programmed insert. And then we have this guy, Randy, there, and Jack Flaherty when he was on the Dodgers. All right. Next pack. see if there's anything in here. So far, these two blasters have been not the greatest, but this must be a high number. Yep, 718, high number. And let's see if there's anything else in here that I missed. No. So far, these two blasters definitely have not been as good as some of the others I've opened. I'll just say that. So these, I think, were from Walmart, I believe. And so I don't know if it makes a difference. You're buying from Target or Walmart. But yeah, these just not nearly as good. Wow. Sorry, that is my dog. She's crying. She wants to go out the door. All right, go ahead. Go. Yeah, that was definitely disappointing. The first two, definitely not as good as any of the others that I've opened in the past. So this is kind of interesting to see. This will be kind of interesting to see if there's better stuff in these other two, because these first two, unless I missed something, are kind of like the old Topps Heritage, where you get like one chrome card and nothing and no good rookies at all in the variations or anything, and no minis, no autographs, no nothing. But it's only two. Maybe those are the worst two out of the case that they came out of. I have no clue. All right, let's see. We have an Ohtani, perfectly programmed, and then Josh Bell. Yeah, Ohtani seems to be off to a decent start again this year. I'm going to rip it from the front. I don't know why I did that, but let's just try to be different. There's something in here. I don't know. It looks like a chrome card. So let's see. Be somebody good. Cubs. Nah. Montero. So that's the thing about these, is you can get chrome cards, you can get the green cards. You have to hit the right guys, though, and that is very tough. And I mean, the thing, if you're paying aftermarket prices for these at $45, I mean, that's can be pretty steep. There's a high number there for what you can possibly get. So I'd be very careful buying these in the secondary market, just because they're good, but they're not, as you can see so far, it's not like they're loaded with top rookies in every box or every other box or anything of that nature. This is a green. Gavin Stone. And I don't know, nothing there. Okay. So let's see what we have here. Nothing. All right, so definitely a below average opening so far, but let's see if we can get anything positive out of one of these. There's another insert, Forrest Whitley. I mean, I haven't even hit a single Skeens base card yet. And haven't hit a single good rookie yet of any type other than a base, Jackson Merrill and a Yamamoto. I mean, it's been not a good opening of 3 blasters. Ah, there's a Paul Skeens. There we go. And Forrest Whitley. Okay, better. And then a Joe Musgrave. So there we go. That was a little bit better, but still nothing crazy. Jackson Holiday. Okay, so I guess ask and you shall receive, and get a dented card. So got a nice pack there. And it looks like we have something else in here. Maybe, ooh, we have a silver. All right, so now things are heating up. Now we're kind of back to the old ways of these blasters. Let's see. Be a huge name. Orioles, come on. Jackson, Merrill. No, not even close. Not even remotely close. Cano to number 225 and Munoz. All right. Yeah. So, oh boy, nothing of huge names there, but we'll take it. A silver. You just have to be getting the right name. Now, did they throw all the really good stuff in hobby? That's always a possibility, but we have a mini coming up here. These minis are, ooh, it's one of these. Rookie pitchers. Skeens? No, why aren't you on there, Skeens? Rookie pitchers. Little, Justice, Hodge, Vodnik. All right, it's a mini, but not, once again. They're not numbered, by the way, in case you were wondering. And that is a high number, Ben Brown. So, yeah, the minis this year are not numbered. But we'll take it. A mini. Sweet. All right. That was a very good box. Now, we didn't get the names, but we got a lot of fun stuff in there. So, let's hope that this box lives up to the reputation of the last one. Thank you so much for watching. Please definitely like the video and subscribe if you're new. Comment below, and I will do a recap in just a minute of this 4-box opening of 2024 Topps Heritage high number. We have a chrome in here, so let's see who it is. Phillies. Oh, man, it is tough. Very tough. And then McCormick. So $6.99. I'm guessing nothing else in there. Nope. All right. Basically, I've given up trying to open up the pack. So rookie pitchers. This is, they just have tons of rookie pitcher cards. I thought maybe it was going to be Skeens, but there you go. Pages, Langoliers, Stroman, Colton Wynn. All right, nothing there. So, yeah, the guys on the high number checklist, 700 or 701 to 725, I don't think there's any great names in there, which is pretty typical most years. All right. There's a Corbin Burns green and a Yamamoto. Nothing fancy about that Yamamoto. At least that I can see. Nope. All right, so we got another green. You get 3 greens in a box. Did you guys find any of this on the shelves by you? Oops, Fred Lynn files. These are kind of hard to pull, actually, as an insert. All right, let's see if we got anything that I missed. Nothing. I have a huge stack of base that I feel like is going to fall over here. Topps has regular Heritage on pre-sale today. It's a Tuesday, April Fools, and that was not an April Fool's joke, but they do have 2025 Heritage. There's another high number, or SP. So yeah, if you want to get some of 2025 regular Heritage, jump on the Topps website and pre-order that today. I believe it's, maybe it's going to sell out. I don't know, though. It was $110 per box for a hobby box. All right, there's a Aqua, and I think that's it. We got 2 more packs to go. So far, these blasters, besides the one, have been pretty disappointing. All right, let's see if this one can produce something else. I got 1 Skeens base. That's it so far. Connor Wong. Minea. Must be a 1/700 or what? No. Oh, what is this? This is a green? Oh, I missed it. Green. Duh. Green. Okay, oops. I thought it was something else. All right, let's see. It'll say white border on the greens. Oops, Topps did a boo-boo. All right, let's see. We have a Jackson Cheerio. There's a Jackson Cheerio, a Jackson Rutledge, and Blake Snell, Andrew Vaughn. These were the worst 3 of 4. Yeah, these were bad compared to others. I'll show you the recap. Compared to the other ones I've opened, these have been far inferior to the other ones. So interesting. Maybe the Target ones are better. I mean, that one box was really good. I got the mini, I got the silver, just not good names. I got the skeins, then all the greens, which, you know, unless you get a good rookie, the greens aren't going to be worth that much. Yeah, so the ROI on this opening was very, very poor. Just didn't get any good names and nothing really of note, unless I'm totally missed something. But and then here's the other high numbers and inserts that I had, but nothing crazy. All right, guys, let me know in the comments below. If you're a buyer of these, did you if you are, did you find some in the wild? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Take care and have fun collecting.